It's Kate. Here for another Friday night wine and dollies. This time with actual wine. Oh my god, it's French and everything. I can't remember what the guy in the shop said because I was not really paying much attention. But I think it's from Languedoc. So it's French. And it's red, and it's wet, and it's alcoholic, and it's Friday night, and I'm freaking excited to get into that. I don't know if you could hear that crack, but that's always a happy sound in my house. And I'm gonna pretend like, yeah, I'll do. We used to have these giant wine glasses, but my husband breaks everything, and he broke those, and it's probably a good thing because you could probably fit nearly a whole bottle in a glass. They're amazing. Oh, we do have a couple left, and it's really cool. They float in the hot tub, so if you like let go of your glass, if you just balance it, and it floats around. And I've not even had any wine yet, and I'm already like, ooh. Yeah. Hello. Oh, that's the stuff. Okay. Not a huge amount of dolly stuff this week. Again, it does seem like the doll hobby, particularly BJDs, is predominantly just waiting, and waiting. And it's teaching me patience to a certain degree. But yeah, I really want to buy some more Blythes because I'm so fucking sick of waiting for BJTs. What else have I've mostly been cross stitching, and I didn't really do any spinning. I made some roll eggs, and I started doing some doll mods, but I haven't touched it since yesterday because I've been at work. And what else? Knitting. I'm on my last row of a knitting project for Blythe. I've been making this for ages. It's really cool colours. Zelana Air Merino Possum 4-ply, and you can see it's got like this amazing halo to it, but it breaks like a mofo. Like, you just look at it and the yarn will snap. I don't know if it's just for me that it's doing this, but I don't think I ever want to knit with this stuff again, which is a real shame because it's so soft. I mean, it's aptly named Air. As I said, it's got possum in it. Okay, I know a lot of people hate possum, and they hate the way that possum is accumulated, I guess. But I guess my philosophy is, at least we're putting it to good use. They are pests. They are rampant pests in New Zealand. They are not good. And they eat the eggs of native birds. I think they even eat the birds as well, or like the babies. They just destroy everything. They were imported from Australia and just went nuts, just like rabbits did. And New Zealand has only got like one native mammal, and it's a type of bat, which is freaking adorable. So yeah, I mean, and pretty much every type of bird that we have here, like, it's either little twittery cute things, big derpy cute things, or flightless things. So it's like a smorgasbord of deliciousness to any introduced predator. And also the trees and stuff are apparently really tasty too. And fucking rose bushes. Possums eat your rose bush. It's like, the thing is that ours are okay most of the time because of the dogs. So the dogs piss everywhere in the garden, which, you know, is what they're supposed to do. And so it stops the possums coming in. But then my dog eats the fucking rose buds, and it drives me up the wall. I love roses. I love growing roses. I really do quite enjoy gardening. But I don't enjoy watching a rose that I've grown from a stick cutting from my dad's house being, you know, it's finally blooming, it's about to burst into flower, and then you look around and there's a dog with it hanging out of its mouth. yeah, she's growing out of it, but not too much. Anyway, I've completely gone rambly because I was telling you about Possum for this yarn. So it's super, 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 super fluffy and soft to the point of I think it's going to drive me crazy. And it was pretty much the only 4-ply that I had that was in colours that I thought would work for this dress. It's I can't remember what her name is, but the pattern's on Etsy and Ravelry. I think I bought it through Ravelry, and it's like the little heart dress. And yeah, I'm on my last row, so that's good. I like to finish projects. I haven't really finished many in a long time, so I might just finish this last row while I talk. What else happened? I think I said I've paid my second layaway payment for my Fairyland excuse me, the fluff from the from the yarn is getting in my nose. It's very tickly. Yeah, so I've paid the second payment on my Denver doll layaway, and it's very exciting. I cannot wait to be finished paying it off. And so I've been looking at male sculpts, and I'm finding it really hard to find a male that I actually like, that is kind of muscular and masculine and kind of fits the character that I'm wanting to shell for one of my stories. Because originally I had this character, the Shushu was going to be this character, Annabelle, who I've been writing about since I was like 13, 14. And then I need to shell her her cousin, who is basically her sister. Like they're like sisters from another mister kind of thing. And Finn, although it's spelled Fionn, and some people say, oh, you should say Fionn, and it's like, well, I've always called him Finn, but yeah. So he's the male sort of, not love interest, but he's in love with Annabelle. He's besotted with her, but she isn't really aware of it, and it's I'll maybe one day, if anyone's interested, I'll make a video about the story. But so, as I said, I've been writing this for ages, so I have a very sort of specific idea of what Finn will look like. He's got kind of the Celtic nose, the sort of sharp features, very sort of angular, but like not androgynous, not willowy or anything. He's a big sort of manly, strong man, but see, it kind of changes, because sometimes I think of him as a bit sort of slender, but then sometimes it's like, no, he couldn't be that kind of build and do the things that he does. He needs to be sort of brawnier, but maybe he doesn't. I think I'm gonna have to think some more on it, because he's changed a little bit. He's changed a lot, you know, because when you start writing these characters when you're a teenager, you know, they're usually based on someone you think is really hot, and it's like, yeah, I really don't think that person's hot anymore, and I don't want my dreamboat character to look like him, because ew. So yeah, and I'm always gonna be that teenager a little bit in my mind, so, but I'm not gonna be basing my characters on losers either. So yeah. What else? Yeah, so I've been struggling. So Sighthound Lady, Jessica, who I'm pretty sure everyone who watches my videos will have watched her videos, because I mean, I only really got into this because of her and Libby and just everyone. So she very, very kindly took some photos of her Agati Alpha, in contrast with her Minifee, I think, on the Moe line body, and then with her Lily Cat's Lilas, who, so I'm paying off a Lilas, and I'm not sure if she's gonna be Annabelle. I'm just not, I basically bought her because I thought she was beautiful. You know, ever since seeing these dolls in people's videos, I was like, oh my god, I have to have one of these. I have to have one of these. If I let this go without putting that doll on layaway, I am going to hate myself forever. So, yeah, so the Alpha with the Lilas works quite well. I'm just, as I said, I'm just not quite sure about the Lilas for the character that I want, and I think she's the most important one for me to shell. You know, I'm perhaps not going to be, I don't know if I'm doing it the same way as everyone else. I have come into it a sort of different route. I'm used to my dolls telling me who they are, telling me their stories, like with my Blythes. I hold one and I will eventually, or immediately in some cases, get their name. Like, when I got Lydia, as soon as I unboxed her, I knew she was Lydia. You know, I knew she was who she is. Like within an hour or so. I think it just took me a while to remember what the character's name was from Beetlejuice. So, and it's the same with some of the others. But, you know, sometimes they do take a while to tell you their story. But in this situation, I guess I'm a little bit... I mean, I'm a total noob with this. I've never really visualized these characters. They've all just been in my head for a long time. Yeah, so I have I've been thinking about the Agati dolls, and then also I actually had a look at some of the Minifee boy sculpts. Like this, I mean, I know that the head is... Anyway, so I was looking at, it's like the... I can't remember the name of the sculpt, but it's like bottom left-ish. On when they're in the formation on Denver Doll. Like, I can picture exactly where it is on the page, but don't ask me the name. It begins with an M or something. Or it's, yeah, and it's almost the right shape, and he would be about the right height for if the Shoo Shoo does turn out to be Annabelle. Yeah, and if not, I have got a couple of other stories that I have in mind that would work, but you know, this is my main story. This is the one I've been thinking of for so long, and I've been writing for so long, and so it's really important for me to do it, but to do it right as well. I do wonder if I'm putting myself under a bit too much pressure. And I finished. I just need to bind off, and I'm not going to do that now. So, and sew up the back, and sew up the sleeves, and put a couple of, you guys in America call them snaps, and I'm used to calling them press studs because of my English upbringing. I'm actually not a Kiwi. I'm from the UK originally, just in case you didn't know. But my accent kind of fluctuates and depends on how many Kiwis I've been talking to during the day. So, and if I've been talking to my parents, I go proper broad Yorkshire. It's really funny. Yeah, so trouble with shelling here we go. So this is the cross stitch I'm working on. Some of you might have seen it on Instagram. Someone said, oh, it looks like a fire-breathing elephant, and when I'd only done the middle bit, my husband goes, oh, it's Cthulhu! It's like, no, it's even sadder than that. It's gonna look like this. Because it's not sad. I love it. I love the gorgeous patterns, and I'm just totally into sort of gloomy cute. So Emily the Strange was totally my thing when I was at high school. Oh my god, I had so many Emily the Strange t-shirts and bags and and Ruby Gloom is my Ravatar on Ravelry because I just love Ruby Gloom. And so the pattern's like this big, and you can see where the puppy jumped on it. So yeah, so I'm working very slowly through that, but it's actually looking pretty good now. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I haven't done any cross stitching since I'm gonna say like 2011. I got really into it when I was living down south in Christchurch, but I just stopped for some reason, and then I've started again, and that's cool. Yeah. I'd quite like to make some little cross stitches for, particularly I've got all these like tiny frames for the doll's house. I've got a few. This one's a cute picture. I'm not going to get rid of that. I think she's adorable. But I've got a couple that don't have any pictures in them at all, and I think it would be quite cool to do some like little tiny cross stitches and put them in frames and stick them in there. So maybe even like set it up so it looks like one of my girls is doing one. Did anything dolly-wise? Oh yeah, something dolly-wise happened. I got some shoes. Finally, I ordered them in like March or even earlier, and they finally arrived. So I got a pair of little Chucks that, pull your dress down, woman, Tabitha is wearing. I'm not really sure of them with this outfit, but I haven't changed her outfit, so okay. And Lydia is wearing the Docs. Again, they're really cute. They're very solid plastic, and they've got these slits down the back so that you can get their feet in. And it's not like they weren't as advertised. It's just, I guess I kind of expected them to be a bit more sort of squishy, like the stock Blythe shoes are. And these are like seriously freaking like unsquishy. I don't want to break them. And like from the front they look really good, so that's cool, but I guess also the massive weight for them was just a pain. But I kind of like the ridiculousness of these ones because they just look so big and doofy on her, and I don't know, they just kind of, I guess they appeal to me a bit more because they're just so ridiculously oversized. What else? Bought some doll clothes on Facebook and Blythe Kingdom, hopefully, and that's about it. And it'll be really good to do a box opening when they arrive, but I doubt I will because I tend to just get the parcels and then go, oh my god, I'm so excited, rip, 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 rip. So yeah, I really like opening parcels. Oh yeah, the shoes came in these like little dinky boxes. They're really cute. So it's like a proper little shoebox. Hee. So, and the other ones came in a clear box, which is slightly less exciting, but it's still cute. So I had rambled for nearly 20 minutes, and I've not even finished my glass of wine. See, this is the problem with me doing these. Well, I don't think it's really a problem, it's probably a good thing. I talk too much, and don't drink enough. But I suppose that's kind of different from my normal everyday, which is where I actually don't really talk that much anymore, but I do drink a lot. So, yeah. So if anyone has any suggestions on male MSDs that will work with a Minifee, please let me know, and please show me some examples, because I really want to get this right. I really want to get it right. And if you have any questions or things that you want me to ramble about for ages, then do let me know. Because, yeah, I mean, I use Instagram all the time, but I basically just put random shit up there all the time. I'm like, oh hey look, there's an interesting leaf. Click. Hey look, there's a banister and it looks like Pinocchio. I'll take a picture of it and share it on Facebook, and now I have all these random pages following me. And yeah, so if you want things to be a bit more I guess targeted, I don't really like that word. I can't think of the word. It's been a long day. But yeah, if you want it to be more focused, do let me know, and I will endeavour to focus slightly more. Cheers. I'm gonna finish this glass. Well, actually no, I'm not gonna finish this glass on camera because then I'd scull it and then I'll fall over, and I haven't even ordered my pizza for dinner yet, and that's very important, so I think I'm gonna have to edit this a little bit. Just a little bit. But cheers, and everyone have a wonderful weekend, because I am really looking forward to my weekend, even though I've got a supervisor meeting tomorrow, but that's okay. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly done. I can't wait. Yeah, so bye guys.